Hi guys, my name is Bert. I'm Director of BD Solutions Pro. Let me show you in this short video how we can help you to bring your business to the top, mostly through the use of the automated processes. Our mission is to improve your operations, whether you're in the world of manufacturing or selling products or providing services, as well as for those companies that are delivering projects. So what we're after is to improve your operations and at the same time provide you with a better bottom line. BD Solutions Pro offer a wide range of services. However, today let's just concentrate on the bottom one, which is the automated workflows. Every organization, just like yours, have three pillars to support their operations. The first pillar is systems, the other one is people, and thirdly you have the work processes. Systems and people, they're very core to any organization, and generally speaking, lots of efforts are dedicated to achieve the best performance out of those two resources. Work processes, on the other hand, are recognized as not receiving enough attention, and generally they will be the cause of failures or really subpar operations. Here's an example of a work process. It starts with a customer query and ends with a quote to the customer. In between these two steps, there are lots of different activities carried on with different staff from the organization, going through different departments. And just think about it. If you have to do this process 10 times or 100 times in the year, and you have 15 other complex processes that take place at the same time, then you have a myriad of steps and activities that have no controls from the point of view of supervision of the entire process. And it's very easy to see that you can lose control of your operation, or at least if you're not losing control, you can have really subpar delivery. And that's the reason why we are helping you to automate this process. The same is true if you're in the business of delivering projects. If you're a project manager and need to build whatever plant or infrastructure, just go through the list in front of you and you'll see that there are different processes that need complex interactions across different departments, and it is worth to consider automating the delivery of your project. And on various projects that I've worked on, we've seen a huge difference in the overall performance and the bottom line in achieving cost and schedule targets. So just before we discuss how to automate, you need to know that BD Solutions Pro are in association with Fluxo. Fluxo are the IT platform that provides the nuts and bolts for the automation of the project, whereas BD Solutions Pro are the consultant to help you define your work processes, structure them, and then we program them into the Fluxo platform. We then validate the processes with your team and train your staff. So now, before we program this manual workflow into Fluxo, the first thing we want to do is see organization chart of your company, so that we understand the roles, responsibilities, and the people affected to these roles. Okay, now let's automate your process. Let's take this interaction diagram, if we call it this way, and then transfer it into a different matrix. We'll call it a workflow. Now, this is a manual workflow. You see that we have different columns. Each column represents a department, and then we have different tasks. and the tasks are highlighted with boxes, and those boxes represent activities performed by different people. So we have a start and we have the end of the process, and in between we have all of the different interactions. So once this is done, we're ready to program the activities and the responsibilities in Fluxo. Now, what you see here is the completed automated workflow. What you don't see, and we won't go into details of that, but there are forms that follow the different tasks within the process, and there are settings also on privacy and so on. So this is the end result, but it's only the picture of the way the workflow is operating. So now the system is programmed, we're ready to fire. The cloud, Fluxo Cloud, is really available now in your work environment, and through any of the devices that you use, whether it's a phone, an intelligent smartphone, or a laptop or PC, and you use the browser of your choice to access this program, whether it is Google Chrome or Internet Explorer or whatever other browser. And the geography is not important. As long as you have an internet link, obviously you can be in any geography, any country around the world, and the communication within your office then extends to really globally anywhere on the planet. All right, so at this point, there's someone in your organization that launches a process, typically like the one we've seen earlier. And the first step of the process that needs to be completed will be sent to one of your staff, the person responsible for that step of the process. So the person will see on his screen the step to be completed. And at this point, you just double click on the specific task, and it brings you inside the mechanics of the program with the instructions, forms, attachment, and whatever resource is needed to complete the task. And from then on, you just complete, acknowledge completion, and it goes to the next person, next department. Now, you can see on the left hand side of the screen a section which is called Metrics and Reports. Now, you have different metrics that are available, either real-time or historical. Real-time metrics provide you with a picture of any process workflow that is in progress, and by default it will alarm areas where the timing for activities have really gone overboard, and or that the process is bogged down, has stopped. And this allows you to understand the areas of problems and be able to be proactive rather than reactive, because alarming a situation within the progress of the workflow can help you to really take the right decisions at the right time, which is not possible on with the interaction, human interaction of so many people, where there is no other way to understand the progress of these different operations in the company. So this gives you a real-time window, but not to really follow every operation every inch of the way, but really by default to understand where the processes have bogged down and be able to take action. All right, so this ends the presentation, and I hope you've seen the real benefits of automating your processes. So please reach me on the posted email address, and it will be a pleasure to discuss further what we can do for your organization. Thank you, and goodbye.